Imagine never having to dig through endless Power BI reports again. Imagine asking one simple question and instantly getting the exact visual, summary, or insight that you need, complete with explanations and even the DAX behind it. Today, we're walking through the full standalone Copilot experience in Microsoft Fabric, and this is a genuine game changer for analytics. Hey everyone, Justin here from Pragmatic Works. In this video, I'm taking you through a breakdown with some demonstrations using Microsoft Fabric's Standalone Copilot. We do training and consulting here, and this is what our customers are asking for. In most organizations, there are far too many reports scattered across countless workspaces. Users spend more time searching for data than actually analyzing it. Standalone Copilot addresses this by allowing you to ask questions in plain English and instantly get ranked results. So the right reports, visuals, and summaries and data without hunting through folders or workspaces. So this shift removes friction from self-service analytics and unlocks faster, more intuitive insights for everyone. To get the full experience, you'll need a Fabric workspace tied to a Fabric capacity. Now that's F2 or higher and is not a trial. You might find some documentation that says F64 or higher. That has changed. It is now F2 or higher, paid capacity. And you would need a published report or semantic model. This gives Copilot the context it needs to answer questions accurately and for you to explore your data. This is different than the Fabric data agent experience, which is covered in another video. We're also seeing a high volume of consulting requests coming in with customers asking, how can we help them leverage Copilot in their organization? So reach out to us ASAP if you want to get in on that. Once inside powerbi.com, Copilot appears in the left navigation pane. So you can see here that I have clicked on it and I'm looking at a pretty clean interface. The interface is intentionally clean. A chat window, suggested prompts, and a conversation area where insights appear. So don't be afraid to go back and forth with Copilot in this scenario. But you can start by asking questions immediately. Something that's new. Recently, Microsoft introduced a new Standalone Copilot entry point right on the Power BI homepage. So I clicked on Copilot, but if I was on my homepage, we would also see this interface. This way, you don't need to hop around. It's just there for you. It brings Copilot closer to where you start your day, making it faster and easier to jump right into AI-powered insights. So if you want to go back to your old view, you click on this button here and you bring it back to, for example, simplified, and that'll remove the Standalone Copilot entry point. So for now, we'll just start on Standalone Copilot button. But the new entry point will show up when you have Standalone Copilot enabled by your tenant admin and you have a valid Copilot capacity available. So we have videos on both of those tenant settings. We have videos on how to set up the capacity and tie the workspace to it. So check out those other videos that I mentioned earlier. But again, you can easily switch back to classic view, but we're going to start with the regular Copilot interface clicking on the button. When you ask something like find sales trends, Copilot searches across your workspaces and returns ranked results, reports, visuals, data that match your intent. The results are clear, they're clickable, and they explain why they were returned. So this prepares us for a couple of demonstrations. So let's get right into it. All right, let's start by asking a question like this. Find reports about Fabricam's sales trends for the year. Let's see what Copilot returns. So after a few seconds, Copilot shows your question, a ranked list of matching reports, the match criteria that it used, like matching on title, workspace, or content, or even suggested prompts that you can click to continue your exploration. This is powerful because it gives complete transparency. You can see why each item appears and quickly navigate to the right report. When you click the first result, here is Fabricam Company Sales Report, it opens right to the report, so you can start exploring right then and there. Sometimes Copilot answers your question using a specific visual. So I'm going to close this report and head back to my Standalone Copilot interface. So when this happens, when Copilot answers your question using an existing visual, you'll see a button called View in Report. Clicking it opens the report and spotlights the exact visual that was used to answer your question. Everything else fades out temporarily, so your attention is drawn to the right object. So let's say we enter a new prompt here or follow-up prompt, slightly different from the last one. Let's do, give me an overview of Fabricam company sales. Let's see what Copilot comes up with. All right, after a few seconds, Copilot has returned an answer, and you can see that I have a couple of buttons down here. One of them is to view in report. So I've got the narrative summary here and the visual, and I've got a couple of visuals actually. I'm going to choose that first one, and I'm going to say view in report. So Copilot's going to take me to the report and spotlight this particular visual. If I'm done spotlighting the visual and I want to view the whole report, I can click anywhere in the report to see the whole thing. So now we're back in the Standalone Copilot, and I want to explore explorations, right? So this other button next to view and report says explore answer. When we do this, Copilot generates a fully editable visual, and you can change the visual type. You can switch measures or fields. You can open it in a new tab, or you can save it as an exploration or a report right into your workspace. So this is fantastic for ad hoc analysis. Instead of modifying your official reports, you can kind of experiment freely. You can iterate and only save what matters. So this is a flexible, safe sandbox for deeper insights. So let's click the button. Power BI has generated this visual. I can make modifications to it. I can change the visual type. One of the things I can do, if I just like it, I can save this exploration as an exploration or save it as a report. So I'm just going to click the save button here. And when I click save here, I'm just going to either leave the default or just change it to sort of something obvious like exploration 1. And I'll leave it in this workspace that I created for this video. Click save. Let's navigate to that workspace. So you can see here back in the workspace that I've got an exploration saved right there among my reports and my semantic model and any dashboards. It just saves right there as an exploration in your workspace. All right, so let's continue on with our conversation with Copilot. I could definitely clear the chat at any time. I'm going to leave our chat going because at the end, I'm going to ask for a summary of this conversation. So let's pick up where we left off. I want to show you how you can add content for Copilot to reference. Now, we've already explored this report, but if I click this plus sign, I can add that report to a prompt. So now I could say something like, what is our best-selling product? And include the report that I want to explore. So I'm just getting a little more specific and giving Copilot the exact context for this exploration. All right, now, because I attached the report, Copilot focuses on the specific data source. If a verified answer is used, you'll see a notification of that, indicating that the visualization is curated and reliable. It has been marked as a verified answer by the data modeler or the analyst. So looking here, you can see your question matched a verified answer. That verified answer is this visual, this card visual right here. All right, so if a question like this is asked, somebody in the background has said, this is a verified answer. So if you ever see that, you know what that is, and that makes the answer more reliable. All right, next, let's take a look at the how Copilot arrived at this button. So the HCAAT button you might see in documentation. So we just click down on that and we can see we asked what is our best-selling product, and the data that was used is that measure, highest sold stock name measure, and there are no filters applied to this answer. So below the result, you click that button with the how Copilot arrived at this dropdown. So Copilot is explaining the logic behind the answer. There might be a little more to it than just a single measure with no filters, but you can see that Copilot is explaining the logic behind the answer. So this is part of building trust and transparency that users need. All right, let's continue the conversation with Copilot, and we'll give a new prompt here and say, return all customers that make up the top 1% of sales. Copilot is asking for some clarification. And I will say that I want the top 1% of customers by individual sales amount. So you can say to Copilot, give me the second one. But I'm going to be very explicit here and say, and copy paste. All right. Now, in this case, Copilot has generated a full DAX query. It explains how it calculated the results, and it even clarifies cases where synonyms or prepped model changes impact the output. So you get a table in this case, a narrative explanation, and a link to inspect that logic, right? So you can click on the how Copilot arrived at this. So this is an explanation. And now we're going to click on View DAX Query. When we click that, we'll see the exact DAX that Copilot wrote, complete with inline comments describing its reasoning. And you can copy the query or click Run Query to open it in DAX Query View, where you can either execute or adjust it. And this is ideal for analysts who want to validate accuracy, troubleshoot relationships, or refine the logic manually. So you can say, copy the query here, or you can run the query. And you can see the DAX here, our cursors at the end. So we're going to end with an order by command or function. And you can see that Copilot used a couple of variables. So it creates the variables, then it writes the logic behind that. And you can run this right here. And you can see the result of running that is these top 5 wingtip toys locations. All right, so far, Copilot has given us a full report. It's given us a specific visual and spotlighted it. It's generated some DAX. It's explained its reasoning. Let's see what else it can do. If I prompt it something like show me units sold over time, what I'm trying to get Copilot to do here is generate an entirely new visual that doesn't already exist in the report. So it's just using the data. Now that we've waited a few seconds here and Copilot has arrived at an answer, I just want to point out that the first answer it gave me to this prompt, show me units sold over time, was a table. Now, that was a bit unexpected, but that is the non-deterministic nature of interacting with Standalone Copilot and Copilot in general, using it in Power BI. So there's this non-deterministic nature of AI and Copilot, and sometimes you get a different answer to the same prompt or question. So I followed up with make this a line chart for 2021 because that's the year that it was highlighting in that particular table. So Copilot made this visual. Now, this visual doesn't appear in my report anywhere. So this is a new visual just from prompting Copilot. I want to do one more thing before we wrap up, and that is summarize this conversation and turn it into an email that I can share with my team. I'm going to paste in a new prompt here, take the conversation so far, turn it into an email to share with the team. Let's see what Copilot comes up with. Okay, and there you have it. It's got a subject line and a greeting and even a sign off at the end. So this is a great bullet point, highlights customer concentration, sources, and referring to the report. So this is great. Actually, the email looks almost formatted perfectly, but I can certainly just copy and paste this, make any small changes I want. I can even continue to prompt Copilot here to add visuals to this email or something like that. So I'll leave it right there. That's the full standalone Copilot experience. So if you or your organization need our services, you can find us at pragmaticworks.com. Just click on training or consulting and let's have a conversation. If you found this walkthrough helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Certainly leave a comment below if you want a particular Copilot topic discussed. We'll be happy to do it. All right, I'm Justin, and I'll see you next time.